I like it. You know what? You do gotta master lighting, okay? That's what they said. They said that a long time ago, but I'm really truly seeing the effects of it. I'm also just a natural light girly because that sun gonna give me what I need. Hi, welcome, guys, welcome, girls, and every human in between. This is the Bear With Me podcast. I'm your host, Whit. Thanks for coming back. If this is your first time, welcome. You actually getting a really good look at me. If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe. My numbers a year ago, my numbers now, they're getting better. Come on, y'all. Please support. Anyway, I just want to take a quick moment because as I do my settings and I keep like learning and learning and doing and learning, that lighting today is giving. Ugh. I can't wait to edit this. Okay. Anyway, how y'all doing? Let's fully give a full PSA. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Bear With Me podcast available on all most because I don't think I'm on everyone, but I'm on the common ones. You listen to podcasts on Spotify, I'm there. Apple Podcasts, I'm there. Amazon, Google, I'm there. Where else do you listen to podcasts? Yeah, I'm pretty much everywhere. So go ahead and like, comment, and follow. All right, let's get into it. So I was talking about how I wanted to lighten things up. But I mean, I low key just move through what moves through me, and I just be like, this is what we gotta talk about. This is what we gotta talk about. It's on your chest, it's in your throat. Get it out. And in the spirit of spring and in the spirit of fun and just like all the things, I was like, let's talk about my favorite thing. One of my favorite things, because there are a lot, but one of my favorite things is Disney. And more specifically, I'm going to talk about my favorite Disney movies. And I'm going to give y'all a little bit of history lesson because it's the teacher in me. Also, I just think it's fun facts to just know about this monopoly of a business. I don't want to go there. Don't go there, Whit. Don't go there. But all right. So we're going to talk about Disney and share some fun facts. So keeping it very light and nostalgic, because I feel like Disney before the 2000s is not Disney post 2000s. I don't know. Like, it's always got a special place in my heart because it's just ooh. But I think it just moves differently now. If you know what I'm talking about, go ahead and meet me in the comments and explain what I'm talking about. But if you don't, then enjoy yourself with whatever you feel Disney to feel or feel Disney for you. So before we get into it, because when I came up with the idea that I'm gonna pick my top Disney movies, I had to have a criteria for myself. Typically, when I be doing my criteria, it'd be like, oh, it'll be this bucket of my favorites, this bucket of my favorites, this bucket of my favorites. And I was like, this could be a very long episode. And I don't really want that. But I was like, okay, these are the buckets that we have to fall under. So in order to be one of my tops, I have to dang, what my little criteria is. Oh, there we go. In order to be in my tops, it has to be rewatchability. Like I could watch it today. I could have watched it 10 years ago. I could watch it 10 years from now. Am I gonna push play on that hoe? How it made me feel on the warm and fuzzy is another one. Like, did it give me the feels? The engagement. If I was to put that thing on right now, would I pick up my phone and stay on my phone? Or would it hook me in the same way it did back then? And quotable. Now, I love a good movie quote. So please give me a line, okay? Give me a line. And if Disney could give you a line, what? You know it's a banger, in my opinion. So these will also be Disney feature animations. Now, I scoured the web trying to find every Disney animation uh catalog of like all of it because I was like, I don't want something that kind of go into another bucket and whatever. So, for example, there are some that are animated, but they're not a part of the Disney feature animation list, according to this best the most reliable source that I was able to use. For example, Mary Poppins. That's a Walt Disney production, and that's animation and non-animation. I want strictly animation, start to finish. Or Bambi 2. Bambi 2 is animation. However, it falls under Disney Toon Studios. Can't use it, can't count it. And then there's another one, James and the Giant Peach. That's a goodie, right? But that also falls under Walt Disney Pictures. So it was just very much like, here's your list. In that list, there were 58 movies. So we're going to pick my favorites. First, I'm just going to give a little history lesson. Did you guys know that Snow White came out in 1937? That's a long time ago. My grandma wasn't even born in 1937. Like, that's crazy that he was doing. Let me if you are truly interested, there are so many documentaries on Disney Plus that talk about just like how he came into it and when he started drawing and doing this and doing that, and it's really good. But for that uh first full feature animation, it was also game changer because it was made in Technicolor. Don't ask me what that means, sorry, can't tell you. But yeah, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, 1937. Oh, I also got my book. I feel like I'm giving the wrong information, so let me just real quick make sure I'm not lying to us. Yeah. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, it came out in 1937. And another fun fact, it is an Academy Award, or it was either nominated or it won. I don't know, but they got a little star next to it that say Academy Award, which I think is pretty cool. Now, of course, he was doing a whole bunch of stuff before that because he had Steamboat Willie and whatever, whatever, whatever. But he busted through when he came through with the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. That was a little fun fact. Okay, because I don't want my book to fall. There we go. Y'all can see it. Let's take a sip before we get into mine. All right. All right. Let's do it. I would love to say this is my number one. This is my number one. But I really don't have an order. So this is in no particular order. But the passion, you will hear the passion change from movie to movie because some just land differently. So my first up is going to be Fa Mulan. Okay? That's a quote. That's a quote right there. If you don't know, go watch. It's so hilarious how she said her name. And me and one of my friends, we play like that. We'll be like, Fa Mulan, talking to each other. But her name is not Fa Mulan. I really liked Mulan 1, the soundtrack. I also talked about Disney songs and movies that slapped back episode 11. So that was back in 2024. Go back and, watch that if you that one was all about just music, not the movie itself. I don't think. Because I know that there are movies here that I didn't mention in that episode. So go back and check that out if you're interested. But anywho, Mulan was so good. Oh, so good. Why did I enjoy Mulan? Disney princess. She wasn't your typical damsel in distress type situation. She she did that. Quotability. Dishonor on your cow, dishonor on your this, dishonor on your whole family. Mushu Eddie Murphy did his thing. Did his thing. Um, what's that song? I'll make a man out of you. Yeah. When the beat break, I just instantly hear a church clap. Just forever and always. I will always hear a church clap. What else? Oh, another quote that I really loved from Mulan. You don't meet a girl like that every dynasty. What? But it's a bar. That's definitely a bar. And yeah, you don't. And Mulan, She a real one. So I just really enjoyed Mulan. All right. Next up, Lion King. I mean, what are we talking about? Okay. I thought Disney had just started when Lion King came out. Just when I was little, wasn't no Disney before Lion King. So to know that he been making movies or feature animation since 1937, while but then talent is talent and it just evolved and then it got better and got better and better. So I get it. But oh my goodness, Lion King had me, my daddy, it had us in a chokehold. Like, it's so fire. My little sister got Akuna Matata tatted on her. Like, our house loved Lion King down. Okay? Can't tell you. I oh goodness, there are a lot of quotes. What you want me to do? Dress and drag and do the hula? That's a really that's a really good line. What's another good line? That's the only one that's coming to me. But yeah, Lion King. I mean, you know, Lion King had bangers. Can you feel the love tonight? Ooh, every time. I can feel it every time. I don't know. As an adult though, when Nala laid in that grass and she looked at him and they made her eyes go a little seductive. Stop it. Cause in 94, I was 5 years old. Cause it came out June 1994. And I was finna be 5 in July 94. I don't remember when we saw it, but I do remember when we saw it. Like I can't tell you what season or month it was, but I remember us thoroughly enjoying ourselves. So that's Lion King. Okay, my next movie, it is 101 Dalmatians. When I tell y'all, I just watched this like a month ago. Don't really know when it was like, oh, I want to watch it. Oh, I can't remember what made me want to watch it, but I watched it. Found out that movie came out in 1961 or 63. Let me do my research real quick. I was totally aghast. Aghast? Is that how we say it? Aghast? Yeah, 1961. Crazy that it came out that long ago. Like, my mama wasn't even born. Like, sheesh. When I tell you that Walt was putting out bangers before the majority of it, like, I would love to talk to some people who were younger during that time when those different movies released, and like outside of the big ones that we know, like some of the other ones, like the Three Caballeros. I wonder if anybody really likes that one, and just kind of just like I would love to know people who was prime teens slash 20s when Disney was coming out and they was coming out with bangers. But yeah, my mom wasn't even born when 101 Dalmatians came out. But anyway, I really like that movie. The main quote that I have from it is, "I'll knock your blinking, blinking block off." I don't know why that one's funny to me, but I have a good chuckle every time. And the whoever the actress for Cruella de Vil, Shorty, I really like her. Like the amount of emotion she had. And then when I watched it, one, I put it on super late and I ended up falling asleep. But then when I went back to watch it again, I was like, oh my gosh, when I know the story, but forgetting the story, haven't seen it in so long, I'm just like, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? Hurry up and I'm like, come on, come on, come on. And then the one who was like, my tail is cold, my ears are cold, my paws are cold. Boy, shut up. We all cold. It's cold. Let's go. All right. Next movie, Oliver and Company. Why should I worry? I I love that movie because of that song. Like that song made the movie for me. I will put on Oliver and Company for that song. Now I could easily just look up what that song is and who sing, but it ain't gonna hit the same. I need that movie. Yeah, Oliver and Company's a good time. That movie came out before I was born. That movie came out in 88, right? I think it's 88. Yeah. Let's check. We got our resources here. At this point, I need to just leave it sitting right here next to me. It don't work with the aesthetic. Where you go? Yeah, Oliver and Company came out in 88. So yeah, I don't even remember a whole bunch of like what that movie is actually about outside of it being a stray cat finding a whole bunch of people to kick it with. But other than that, that song sold it for me. Next. Mm. Now I know I said this on that other episode that I was telling you about. I know I put this on that list, but it's that good. Tarzan. I will never forget when Tarzan came out. It was, I won't say a frenzy, but a frenzy. I remember me and my little sister and our granny, she would take us to the mall, and I'm talking about we was here for the Tarzan. We was here for it. That soundtrack, Phil Collins was in his bag. Mm. Trash in the Camp, that's a jam. You'll Be in My Heart, that's a jam. Um, there's another one. Phil Collins was in his Disney bag like no other. I was born for Tarzan. That came out in 2000, so I was alive for that one. Um I like, and then also just I like the storyline and like the messages because it was more than one regarding Tarzan. So that was, I really enjoyed Tarzan. Tarzan, that's a goodie. Mm-hmm. Whew. This next one, Fox and the Hound. So I watched Fox and the Hound maybe like a year or two ago because I saw something on social media that was like Fox and the Hound is actually a movie about this and it's about that. And I was just like, what? One of them was basically about like homosexuality. Like they weren't supposed to like each other. That was like the underlying message. And I was like, what? Get out of town. So okay, let me put my ears on. Let me turn it up. I got it, but I didn't get it. Like, this feels a little stretched. Is it because they were both male creatures, or like a fox and a hound not so really supposed to hang out? But then I guess that would be like, I don't really know, but I felt like it was a really good movie in regards to friendship and in, if anything, how friendship how external factors can impact friendships. Because let me just fast forward, and because they was also talking about Luca having homosexual undertones in it, and that a lot of people didn't like that. But I don't. Let's let it go. Let it all the way go. Like, y'all not gonna let us truly put a message out here where the characters are same sex or and attracted to each other. Y'all not gonna do that for real. So if there is a underlying message or if there isn't, love is love. Period. Okay. All right. But Fox and the Hound was good. I really enjoyed Fox and the Hound. Um, mm, I don't know if I said this one. I'm pretty sure I probably did. But so Fox and the Hound don't got no quotes. Like, I don't remember that movie enough to have a quote. I just don't. Tarzan. Mm-hmm. I can't remember the scene where there was a quote, but it was some when Tarzan was a baby and one of the the baby whoever what was Rosie O'Donnell's character name? Ooh, what was her name? Was it Chip? I don't know. Whatever Tarzan's the baby Tarzan's friend was as a baby, it was like it looks a little something to me. I remember that line. But let's keep it going. This next one. Hercules. Ew! I thoroughly enjoyed Hercules. Ooh, it was so good. It was so good. One, I like Greek mythology. Two, the muses. They drove the story. They drove the story. Them ladies was singing down, okay? I saw a video where they were it was either one of them or all of them, and Shorty was singing the song. Sound just as good as she did back then. I say that voice is real. It's carrying. It's everything. Like, hmm. Do I remember any quotes from uh Hercules? I do. Somebody in the little two ones, Hades little minions reporting for duty, sir. And then a lot of he was like, I'm cool, I'm cool, I'm cool. When Hades got mad and he like flamed up a little bit, and he was like, I'm cool, I'm cool, I'm cool. Yeah. I remember seeing Hercules on ice. When I tell y'all, bring back 90s entertainment, okay? To early 2000s. Cause I remember going to see that on ice and I remember walking up to the United Center. Like, we finna go see. Oh, I remember. I wonder if we have the book at my crib, like in my house back in Chicago. Like, I would love to know if we still got the program. It was good. It was good. It was good. Let me just take a quick sidebar. I notice that they don't do a full production of just one movie anymore, because I've been going every few years or so to a Disney on Ice, and it will be like an overlap of various movies driving a plot from one main movie being a center. So like Inside Out was one of them. You know I'm gonna go see that Inside Out because hello. Anyway, Inside Out was like kind of like the main movie that they were telling the storyline to, but then they would also bring out other characters, whether they just be regular, I won't say regular, but the Disney characters, and then other little moments of movies. And I'm just like, I came here to see Riley, and it's on ice, and the little girl play hockey. 1 plus 1 make two. What do we? No, give me Riley with her emotions skating behind her, telling this story. I'm sorry, I got a little loud. So yeah, I lost my point a little bit. Hercules, that's it. Hercules was a really good movie. Then we have, because what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we had number 8. Now, growing up, was not a fan of this one. Watched it later in life. Had me. Had me. Fantasia. Now, I couldn't get with it back then growing up. Maybe because I needed somebody to talk to me, and ain't a lot of talking. It's a lot of music. I grew up a little bit. That ear for music really turned on. Oh yeah. When he had the waves going up, yeah. When he was coming down with the pails of water and the broomsticks was coming too, I we really over here making a movie. We really over here. Like, that's when I was growing up. That's the one scene I remember is the brooms bringing water. That was the one scene I remember from Fantasia. Got older, watched it again. Of course, that part still stuck out, but the music, it was. Fun fact: when I went to see Disney, when I went to Disney, I actually took a picture with Mickey Mouse in his Fantasia outfit. I'm gonna put a picture up on the screen. I was like, oh my gosh. I cried. Let me just tell y'all, I cried when I was in tears when I saw Minnie. So when sidebar, bear with me. So when I went to Hollywood Studios to see Mickey and Minnie, um, you would see Minnie first, take your pictures, everything like that. Then you'll go see Mickey. They wasn't in the same room. They had like their own little different backgrounds and stuff. And when I hit the corner, cause you don't see the characters while you waiting in line. Like, it's such a build. Like, that's what Disney can do. Disney gonna give you a build. It's gonna give you a build. It's gonna give you a bill every time. And so I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. I'm making sure I look cute, trying to make sure. So then I see her, I was like, and she waving, whoever she is in costume. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so happy to see you. Do, do, do. And I was like, okay, I gotta stop crying. I gotta stop crying. I gotta stop crying. And they were like, the castmates are like, get it out now, get it out now. I was like, oh my God, like, what you mean, get it out now? Because when you go next door and you see Mickey, it's just, I ain't cry when I saw Mickey because Mickey cut the fool. Like, I was so down for Mickey. I'm gonna put both of those pictures, both of those interactions up. I only got a still of Minnie, but I got like a video of Mickey, and that man cut the fool. Um, it's almost a bucket list item for me to be a character. Like, I could have should have been a mascot for my high school, like, but I was in a band and the mascot was moving to me. So at that point, we letting it rock. But I definitely wouldn't mind being a cast member or a person in the costume in the cast. Whatever, however, Disney got their own way of saying stuff. They don't say employees; they can say cast members. So I don't really know what you call the people in the suits. I would want to be them. I think I could do that. I think I could do that. Y'all let me know if Whit was to be a person in which character do you think I could be? I could be Goofy because I'm tall and I'm goofy, and that man like 6 feet. That's me. um, but I definitely I can't be dumb Donald. Y'all let me know because then they also have all the different movies and stuff. They also be in character too. Like, yeah, could I be Jessie? I don't want to be Jessie. She a whole. I'm too thick. Ah, when I say that, you know who I could be? I could be Elastigirl. Cause when I tell you, baby girl got a little something on the backside, I could be Elastigirl. But y'all let me know in the comments who I could be if I were to be a Disney character. Back to the movies. Number 9, Aladdin. Iconic with Robin Williams. Um, a whole lot of quotes. Street rat, I don't buy that. Like, I really enjoyed Polly want a cracker, Polly want a, and then he shoved it in his mouth. Like, there's so many good scenes in Aladdin. Mm. Oh my gosh. I was watching a clip of a podcast that I might start listening to because I like the one of the hosts. But they said that a whole new world was about intercourse. I don't know if the mic picked it up, but I'm gonna say it again. Intercourse. um what? And then they went line for line. I can show you the world. Take you wonder by wonder over sideways and tumbling. Wait, over sideways and under on a magic carpet. So we fucking on the floor? Like what? I don't know. I don't know. Shining, shimmery. Yeah. Let me think. I'm trying to remember the rest of the way they broke it down. I was like, ooh. And now that I'm singing it again, I'm like, we humping on the floor. Like, what is going on? Anyway, Aladdin was a really good movie. That was my number 1 for a very long time. Very long time. Very long time. That also came out after I was born. Yeah. Then we go to the number 10 spot. Oh, fun fact about Aladdin. When Aladdin came out, Disneyland Paris, previously known as Euro Disney Resort, it also opened that same year that Aladdin came out. I thought that was a cool little. I'm sorry, y'all. I thought that was a cool little fun fact. Then for my number 10, I'm gonna be very honest. I'm torn for my number 10. I'm torn between The Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast. I started paying attention to a lot of the messaging as I got older. about Disney and their storylines. And I'm just like, these damsels in distresses. These, like, I go back and forth with The Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast because what message we sending to little girls? With The Little Mermaid, you got to give up your voice to get this man. It knew, okay? No. Beauty and the Beast. Behind all of this exterior, like, so basically you got to wait around. He got to stop. He got to decide to stop being a jerk, and your kindness and your everything is just gonna just magically just help. Like, it's giving not realistic. It's giving sell yourself short to get this dude. Not really a fan, but I do like those movies. I actually didn't like Beauty and the Beast growing up. I started to appreciate it more as an adult. And it was more so the music that drove my affinity for Beauty and the Beast. Because when Celine Dion and Peebo Bryson did Tale as Old as Time or Beauty and the Beast, whatever the song title is, you gotta understand that Peebo and Celine, oh, they did what they needed to do. Then you have what's that other one? Then you got The Little Mermaid. Again, another really good soundtrack. You know it. Poor unfortunate soul. Kiss the girl. You know, you got a lot of bangers for both of these as movies. Can't really get with the female protagonist. Can't really. But you know, the reader in me wants to go Belle. But the water enthusiast of me wants to go The Little Mermaid. Like that's also very like what with, but I mean I could go Little Mermaid off the rip that the live action was a black girl, Haley, and Beauty and the Beast. What did it look like? I don't even remember the live action of Beauty and the Beast. I know I seen it, but I don't remember it. I really don't know which one to pick. Oh, fun fact. The Little Mermaid came out when I was born, and Beauty and the Beast came out in, I think, 90 or 91. Let's go check while I further decide what I'm going to pick. Yep. Little Mermaid came out in 89. Beauty and the Beast came out in 91. Both Academy Awards. Mm. Something about that give up that voice. Don't. I'm going to have to go Beauty and the Beast. I'm going to have to go Beauty and the Beast. I think I'm going to go Beauty and the Beast. Because that, what's my criteria again? Rewatchability. I've watched The Little Mermaid more than I've watched Beauty and the Beast. As a kid and as an adult. Dang. Warm and Fuzzy. Neither one of them give me warm and fuzzy. Engagement. I'm a little more locked in on Little Mermaid. And quotes. Let me see what quotes I know. There, back to the cupboard you go. That's from Beauty and the Beast. And Edia. That's from Little Mermaid. There's some more. Jumping jellyfish. Okay, let's go, Little Mermaid. Dang, that's crazy. Dag nabbit. Little Mermaid. Ooh, and that's the hardest one to swallow because she gave up her voice to try to get this man. Yeah, she was 16. Ugh. Got some Disney trivia for you. Meet me in the comments. Who is the youngest Disney princess and how old is she? Just found this out maybe a week ago, not even a week ago. And I was like, wow, wow. And all of these girls, most of these girls is like 18 or less. And they be getting with these, it's that, you know, and then I think fast forward to our society now and people making, yeah, we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go. We said we was gonna keep it light and fluffy. We said we was gonna keep it light and fluffy. All right. Meet me in the comments with the age, the name and the age of the youngest Disney princess. And meet me in the comments with some of your favorite Disney feature animations, okay? Or just some of your favorite Disney movies. I believe the next episode that we're gonna do is gonna be Pixar. Now, when it comes to it, I feel like I like more Disney animation over Pixar, but I do like and knows. I'll say this: my Pixar picks very much mainstream. I ain't seen a whole lot of them. Also, some fun facts: I ain't never seen Sleeping Beauty. Never seen it. What else have I never seen? I've never seen Bambi in one sitting, start to finish. Excuse me. What else? Let me just blow y'all head off. Cinderella came out in 1950. That was crazy. Yeah, never seen Sleeping Beauty. Bambi came out in 1942. I remember my granny having the Sword and the Stone, but it never appealed to me. Oh, a lot of people really like the Aristocats. Came out in 1970. I only remember bits and pieces of it. I don't think I ever watched it full from start to finish. Jungle Bear. Jungle Book didn't really appease me. Mm-mm. So a lot of the Great Mouse Detective was cool. And I need to find out because there's one movie, The Brave Little Toaster. Was that a Disney movie? Because I remember that on my VHS shelf, and that was a good movie. I enjoyed that one. But yeah, um, that's it. Pocahontas was good. I would like to watch Pocahontas again, given what I know about like historical facts and how much they got it right or wrong, and all that stuff. But that is all I have for us today. As always, wishing you love, light, and laughter. Until next time.